Get ready for Alan's morning minute or two, or three. Hey, what inspires you?
Good morning, eMedders. It's your trainer here, Alan Gear. I come to you pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience broadcasting from eMed's intergalactic headquarters in downtown scenic Miami, right across from the cruise ports. Today is the 20th of March, 2024. It's now time for your Alan's Morning Minute. Remember, I don't speak on behalf of the brand or the company. Still broadcasting from the same untreated room, 2 glass walls and a marble floor. It's going to be an amazing day, I promise you. Stick with me. Today's Alan's Morning Minute is brought to you by trains. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Smile, advocate, initiate, and learn. That sail, attitude and presentation, pronunciation, diction, accuracy, and speed. That's APAS. Let's get started right now. In just a few moments, I am going to show you a picture. I'll put it right over there, and you'll be able to take a look at it, but not just yet, because I want to describe the power, if you will, of what you are about to see. It can change the course of industry. It can change the course of someone's life. It is very, very powerful. And when you see it, you're going to be like, what is he even talking about? But I promise you, when I describe what it is, you will understand the power that goes behind that picture. And then we'll find out, how does it apply to you? Now your curiosity is piqued a little bit. So stick with me for that. So I'm going to talk a little closer, a little softer, because it's one of those serious moments. So you have to come in just a little bit closer to listen and watch. But if you look right over there, there is a picture of a train track. What does that have to do with anything? And why is that train track, that little piece of train track, so important? Let me tell you exactly why. I'm going to tell you right now. You see, right now, as I always say, we're right near the cruise ports in downtown Miami, but we're also near the main port of where commerce and goods and things come in and out of Miami and South Florida. It's right there. It's the same port on the opposite side where ships come from all over the world, Europe and Asia and Latin America, to do business and bring goods and services to and from South Florida. Now, because that's where the commerce and the goods come in and out of South Florida, they have to be transported. So now you see what I'm talking about. They're going to be transported from here, where the port is. They're going to be put on a train, and then they're going to be transported north to different distribution centers throughout Florida and then throughout the world. So again, why am I showing you that little tiny piece of track? Because there's a lot of power right there. Hold on just a second. If something should happen to that piece of track, or any piece of track between the port and its final destination, that means something is going to happen to whatever is being transported. Now remember, these trains are sometimes 1 to 2 miles long. They have all kinds of things that are being transported from the port to their destination, or from the destination back to the port. If there's an interruption in that, and I'm going to get to the point to it, I promise. If there's an interruption to that, things don't happen. Can you imagine 2 miles worth of trains and goods and services that have to be transported? Well, goods, not just the services, but I guess they could turn into services either way. But if you can imagine that transport stops because of a problem in that one track, things stop altogether. And so that one piece of track is really important. Now I'm going to get to the point in just a second, but just think of that single piece of track and how important it is to goods and commerce from the port to its final destination. Now I'm going to tell you why. Now let's change that track and we'll make it you. You, the one I'm talking to right now. You, I'm talking to you right now. What if something should happen to you? Things that you are responsible for, things that are important for you to take care of, for your work, for your business, for your family, for your friends, that stops as well. Do you get the point? Hold on a second. Let's try to expand upon that. Now, let's just say, for happenstance, for example, that instead of the train track was you. Okay, so now if something happens to you, then you are unable to do what it is that you need to do for your work, business, family, friends, whatever it might be. It stops. It can't be done because something happened to you rather than the train track. So if you are the train track, so to speak, and something happens to you, then everything that you do, everything that you can contribute would stop. Now, there's a greater point to this, so humor me for just a second. What it means is that you are absolutely 100% incredibly important to what you do, to the people that you have in your lives. You are important. And if you don't function, then something happens. You see what I'm saying right now? You have to take care of yourself because there are so many people that rely on what it is that you do. And directly, it may be the family, the friends, the coworkers that you interact with directly. But indirectly, there's probably hundreds or thousands of people that rely on what it is that you do for their livelihood, for their happiness, for whatever it might be, that you may not even realize. So you really have a big impact on a greater number of people than you could even really imagine. So I guess it really sums up to take care of yourself and realize that you do matter and that you do have a greater impact on not just you and your family and your friends, but on a lot of other people who rely on you to get things done. So when it all boils down to it is you're really important and you're appreciated. When it all boils down to a final statement, you are very, very important. And if you stop to function or something happens to you, then a lot of people that rely on you, directly or indirectly, it affects them too. So take care of yourself and know that you are valued for the things that you do and the things that you contribute. I guess that's the main point. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I appreciate you. Take care.